Hello you guys, tech review here, and this is going to be my full review on the Tribeca wireless Bluetooth headphones. As you can see, basically we're going to get right into it with what I like and what I don't like about them. What I like about them is they're a very cheap price, coming in at $31 with tax at Best Buy. They are originally about $70 is what the listed price of them is on Amazon, the normal price. But like I said, at Best Buy you can get them for about $31 with tax. So basically they're cheap, and I've been testing them for 8 days now, so over the week and a day, I've seen the sound quality is just amazing. Once you start getting a little louder, you can start to hear the bass come out. Hits good lows, good highs, good mids. There is a little leakage out of the headphones once you start to get into the more louder range, but that's because these little ear cups are flat. They don't really cup your ear to keep the noise in. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a problem, but I listened to them in class and no one seemed to really complain, and I mean, I had my music pretty loud, so that's great. They're easy to work. I mean, right over here on the right side you have the controls, and I didn't even use the instruction book, and I had no problem really turning them on. I really do like the when you hold down the button, it'll blink blue, and it'll also make a little beep so you know that it's turned on even if you do have it on your head. And then you just hold it for, I think, 5 to 8 seconds, and you get that little red flash, and that means it turns off. To sync them, all you gotta do is hold it down for 8 seconds. See that blue light come on, so it turned on. And then hold it for a few more seconds, and it starts flashing like that. It starts flashing blue and red, and that lets you know that it's in search mode. You're searching for a device. So that was really easy to find out. Didn't really have any problems. Didn't have to read anything on that. So it is easy setup for anybody that this is going to be their first wireless Bluetooth headset, or even somebody that's just getting these for the heck of it. It is really easy to set up and connect to your device. Another thing, had a few phone calls with these. To answer a phone call, you just tap the button once. To ignore it, you hold it down for 3 seconds. Right here is the speaker, and it also blocks out surrounding sound, so background noise. I talk to people, and I had no problem. They had no problem hearing me. I had no problem hearing them. Very clear sounding when I was listening to them. Like I said, they could hear me perfectly fine, no problems. They also work very great for Skype. I could hook them up to my Galaxy Tab 10, my 10-inch tab, so that worked great. You can use them for Skype. You can hook them up to an iPad. I hooked them up to my iPad, so they can work for any video chats on that, Google Hangout, anything. And then another thing about these is they have great distance. If I would put my cell phone, say if I would put this right in the middle of my house, which is in my living room, it was basically like Wi-Fi. I could pretty much walk anywhere in my house. I could walk to my bedroom, to the kitchen, we even went out to my car, and I had no problems. It didn't skip, didn't disconnect. So you get a great amount of distance coming from these. So I really like that. That was a big plus to me. Comfortable. There's no really padding. As you can see, there's no padding up here, but it is this rubber. I don't know how to explain it. It's rubbery. It kind of feels like an eraser, which is weird, but it's like a rubber, and it actually feels pretty comfortable. I could wear these for about hour and a half, and I didn't have any problem with how comfortable they were. So they are very comfortable. And these earpieces right here, they're pretty comfortable. It's just standard headphones, old headphones. So, I mean, the headpiece is kind of cheap, but, I mean, it was comfortable. The only thing that I didn't like about these earpieces, actually, was the square design. It, like I said earlier in my video, it did leak a little sound, but I mean, it wasn't a great deal. And then when you put them on your head at first, it seems kind of weird. Like, it kept slipping off my ears, and it kept falling off, which wasn't a big deal. I mean, because once I started wearing it for a little while, I did get used to the feeling. So it didn't really bother me much. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really have any problems with the earpieces. Next, I love the design. I love the white sleek design. I love how thin they are. They just look nice overall. I mean, I love the color white. I mean, I think it can go good with really anything, especially if you're going to use these as like, if you're going to use it as an accessory when you go out. They do look nice. So I like that. They can go very loud, like I mean very, very loud, and I'm going to show you that later in the video, towards the end, but they can get to the point where I don't see why anyone would have to put it that loud. I mean, you can literally blow your ears out with these things. They are intense when it comes to sound. So I like that, and I noticed when you get too low or too high with the volume, it will beep for you to let you know so you don't just keep pushing the button like a tard. Here's actually the volume button that takes the volume up, takes the volume down, and then skip track. I seem to notice when using these though that skipping track didn't work very well, whether it was connected to my Android, my tablet, my iPad, my iPod. I seem to notice that it wouldn't skip tracks very easily. But I mean, that wasn't a problem because most of the time I was by my phone, so I could just change it, or if I was going to walk away from it, I did put it on a song or an album that I actually liked. So, I mean, that wasn't a big deal to me, but I did notice that about it. And another thing about the design that I really liked about these was actually how you can pull these out. I liked how it adjusted. But I mean, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is actually metal. It's actually like a metal texture. Very durable. I mean, I can't bend it very easily. But yeah, it looks really nice. I mean, the metal really pops out. The metallic really pops out against the white color. So I really did like that. Some things I really didn't like about these was you can't fold them. Previously, I've been using some Skull candies, and those are foldable, so you can just put them right away. Put them right in your book bag, no problem. Put them in any kind of case, and just go off with them because they can fold right here. So I didn't like that about these. I didn't like that they didn't come with a carrying case. It was inconvenient just because it's white. So when I would put them in my book bag or something, pencil lead would get on them. But I mean, it came right off. But I didn't like that because, number one, I think if you have a case, it's less likely to get damaged. But then again, I did only pay $31 for these. But I just think it would prevent it from getting dirty since it's a white design, basically. Sometimes I had a problem with it connecting to the iPad. I mean, it connected to my phone, my tablet, my iPod. Connected to everything okay except for the iPad. It did have some problems. So I don't know if that was like the iPad's fault or if that was the headphones' fault. I'm thinking it was more the iPad's fault. But next, really for exercise, you can't really use these because, I mean, it doesn't really grab your head very tight. I mean, a thing I do like about it is it is flexible. As you can see, I mean, I can pull it far and twist it, and I mean, it's perfectly fine. So it is really flexible, but that's a bad thing when it comes to exercise because it doesn't hold your head. So I mean, you can't run, you can't bend over, you can't really do any of those things with it. So I seem to notice that was a problem. I mean, if I was just sitting at my chair though and I had my head bent down and I was reading a book, or not even reading a book but looking at like a worksheet, it worked perfectly fine for that. So I didn't have any problem there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Overall, for the price and for the quality, I would give these headphones a great rating because the sound was just overall amazing. Quality of calls amazing for the price I paid. So if you got the time, I recommend going to Best Buy, checking these out. They don't have any on display, but check out the back, look over your options. I have tried the wireless Beats, and I would say that these, if anything, compare to the wireless Beats because you're getting basically the same quality for $30 when you can pay $300 for the Beats. And I'm not just dogging on the Beats. I love Beats. I think they sound great, but honestly, I think these sound just like the Beats for way, way, way cheaper than what you would pay for the wireless Beats. So yeah, again, if you guys have any questions, leave comment down below. Likes would be appreciated. Subscribes would be appreciated. So if you like this, comment, subscribe, like. But that's all for now. Peace. See you guys later. Alright, here's the sound test that I forgot to add in. Sorry about that, but I'm going to test the sound, and I did forget to mention in the previous video, I have been using these, like I said, for 8 days. Here is the little speaker port, and I honestly haven't charged these once since I've been using them, and I'm gonna say I've used them for hours. So basically what I'm trying to say is they have great battery life. I'd say you'd have to charge them about every 10 hours. I think that's what the normal life says on them. But yeah, I haven't had any problems with battery, so that's a big positive. If you are on the go a lot, don't have time to really charge your headphones, these are definitely headphones that you're going to want to look at. But here goes the sound test. Right now we're at about 50%. You can hear it a little bit, not too bad, but we're just going to turn it up and see how high a sound we can get. Here we go. 75. Getting louder. And see how it's cutting out? That's as loud as we can get. But when it cuts out like that, that's letting you know that you're at 100%. You can't go any louder. But that right there, that's crazy. Let's wait till we get to a better part of the song. And this is actually my theme song for the beginning of my videos. You can find it at the beginning and the end. This is by one of my friends, Aaron Rigg. If you want to download this full song, have a link in the description of his SoundCloud. You can download it for free. All of his music will always be free. So check him out. He's a real good guy. But yeah, that's as loud as we can get. Why would anybody have to have their headphones that loud? Don't ask me. I don't know why. But there's a sound test that I forgot. Once again, thank you for watching, you guys.